Bola Olalekan Larewaju. Thank you. We started this events back then, year 2017. If I could remember, then the initiative started as as a discussion like this among my team member. There is a particular guy named Akinyemeka. So it was this guy that actually said, "Ibadan Media, don't you think we should be doing something like this, recognizing people in Ibadan?" Because back then it started as Ibadan most influential, and I said, "Okay, no problem. Oh yeah, let's start it." And it was even the one that compiled the name of the people that made the list that year in 2017. So that was how we started, and since then we keep improving based on people criticism, based on people comments and all. So in order for us to get better, which is very important for people to give review about whatever things you do, in order for you to see the reflection of yourself. So I think it's normal in everything you do in life. Like, it's normal you face one or two challenges, and I won't be shy away to tell you that I face a lot of challenges. When anything that involve money, you spending money, it tends to affect the owner of the idea or the project that much. So we face a lot of challenges in raising money, to do one or two things, and also awarding people with awards. Here in Ibadan, people will be like, when we started as 50 most influential, after we released the list, people are like, "So me, I'm not influential. You are like, these are the people that are influential." I mean, among my friends and colleagues, which is expected. But I used to tell them something that everybody cannot make the list. What we can just do, from the word most influential, it actually speaks for itself. Most influential. That means we cannot just put anybody there. And I would like to say this: everybody are influential. Everybody is influential. Just the level can be different. Like, the level of your influence can be different to the another person. So either positive or negative as well, everybody are influential. But then we all cannot make the list. Like I used to tell them, I think me myself, it was only that 2017 I made that list, and it was that my team member that put my name there. Because then I could remember I organized one event that year, Explore Youth. Is an NGO which deal with how to think and make critical decisions as a youth, because that thing affects me a lot. So I making some decision in life. So that's why I said, okay, let me start that Explore Youth event. So the event back then, I think that was what made this my guy, the Akinyemeka, to said, "But I mean, you try this year, so your name needs to be part of the list." And since then, I myself have not actually I have not been on that list. I know you may say, like, will I be awarding myself? Well, we say most influential in the state. If you are trying, of course, one single person can make the list over time 4 or 5 times, because all we are dealing with is that current year in view. Your influence for a particular year. It is possible you made the list this year. Next year, if you are still influential, if you are impactful, if you add values to people's life, to humanity, to your immediate community, of course, you will still be part of the list the following year as well. So it is possible for one person to be making the list every year so far you are making impact per year. So that's just the thing about it. But everybody cannot make the list. Okay, I will just advise them, if you don't make the list for this edition, just keep trying. People are watching. It's not even about me, but the board of jury will sit over the nomination to see who are influential. Even if you don't nominate yourself, so far you have influence, they will put your name there and probably remove before they shall come up with the 100 list. They will definitely make sure that these are the people that are truly influential, not just putting, like I said, a lot of people are trying their best, but everybody cannot make the list. And also, people should try and, I don't know if I should say this or not, but then we are spending money. To organize event is not something that like I said, for like 8 months, we've been planning the event just because of one day. You can imagine how much we have spent on that kind of project. And at the end of the day, we give you the award, you are part of the list, and you are like, God bless you, you are doing well. you are doing that. For God to bless, if God will bless us, God will bless us through someone as well. So it's just like a little encouragement. It's not like maybe they are selling their word or something, no. But just to encourage them or something so that you can keep it credible, not only to me but to every award organizers. Of course, there are some people that probably they know the way they do their own through back door. I don't, since I'm not involved, I can't really tell you what they do with their award. But then, from my own end, I can only say that. And thank God for the Man of the Year, Youth of the Year, and Woman of the Year. I think that category is what actually make the that lift the financial burden on us. You understand a little bit for us to be able to do some stuff more than the way we've been doing it before. We are in partnership with WATU for the last edition and for this edition too. On their platform, they display all the people that are nominated, the people that we actually put out their graphics and pictures for people to vote for them. So, and as they are voting, they'll be seeing the results. If you vote now, your vote will count instantly. You will see the certain percentage that you have. So if you vote, your percentage will increase. You understand? So it is very transparent, and if anybody have any issue with the voting of the thing, they can let us know. We open the portal for them to see the actual voting they actually garnered over the voting process. You understand? And even though it's open there to the general public to even see, as they are voting, they'll be seeing who is leading, who is on number 1, who is on number 2. So there is nothing to manipulate. There is nothing to. It's even very difficult to manipulate because everything is not from us. We have partners here and there who are actively in that voting process. So how do we now tell them we have a private candidate? It can't work because general public too, they are watching us. They can see through the link, and that's why we do leave this thing to general public to see. You get? So the nominations, the voting, everything is up there for people to nominate themselves. Once we release the nomination for people to vote, you can see it on the platform. So it's as transparent as as we can try to make it to look. I said something last year during the press conference. Seeing the award project in the next 10 years, I think that's on God, because I'm not God. There's no yesterday, no future, no past. We only have today. I will say everything belongs to God, but in our own capacity, in our own capability, we are trying to we have plans anyway, but I will still put the plans back to God. It's only God that can actually say what will happen. But if you ask me, due to some challenges, some stress and everything, I may want to answer that question by saying that that 10 years, probably maybe I've been another business, not events again, because of the stress that actually attached to organizing the event. You can imagine, because of one day event, started the planning for the back 8 months ago, running the cascaders, chasing people up and down, sponsor and all, just because of one day. So look at the stress and at the end of the day, you finish the events and you still find it difficult to put food on your table because you want to please the other, So, but everything is on God anyway. So the next 10 years is on God. Let me just put it that way. Thank you. We have Man of the Year, we have Woman of the Year, we have Youth of the Year, we have 100 Most Influential, and we have people in the honorary category. But specifically for the Man, Woman, and Youth of the Year, we have several plans. One of it is publicity plan. Like, I'm so sure probably maybe you will see some of our B-board, this A-board. We've already branded about 200 pieces of this A-board that are going to place across the street, for people to give them the publicity they deserve. And also, we are also trying, through the help of some of my colleagues in the newspaper company, those that work with newspaper like Tribune. I have senior colleagues, people that are helping me, with some of these publications. So they are really trying to, working together with me for us to have the deserved publicity for them, like Nigerian Tribune, Daily Independent, the Nation, Vanguard, and the likes, and also the radio programs too. Thanks to some of our supporters like Agidigbo FM, like Fresh FM, like Dr. Inka did last edition, give us like that publicity, non-ending publicity from like back-to-back jingles and all, and also said we can bring our guests to the live program. Also the same thing to Agidigbo, same thing to Yes FM, and several of them, Splash FM also, Splash FM too, they have been actually wonderful, talking about the giving support in media aspects as regards this program, Splash, Lagelu, West Midland in general. So this, and then also let me also talk about the AIT, the BCOS, all of them, you understand. So this is just one of the publicity plans that we have. Another thing is the project we have for the Man of the Year, Woman of the Year, and Youth of the Year. So they are not just going to be carrying this title like I'm the Man of the Year, I'm the Youth of the Year, but we are looking at it in another angle, like okay, as the Man of the Year, there should be a project, not even a project, there should be projects depending on the feed of the winner, you understand. So, and thank God we have a meeting with the winner of this current edition, and is ready to do any like the project, to do things like youth mentorship. We have a lot of them, like okay, big project, something that we affect the whole state, because it is Oyo State Man of the Year. So should do something that we affect the whole state positively in terms of project, in terms of maybe youth engagement, empowerment, and the likes. Same thing with the Woman of the Year. So when we also met with the Woman of the Year, of course, she's a fashion designer, and even before she emerged as the Woman of the Year, she has been actually doing some of this empowerment stuff, and she's more than ready to even, like anybody that's ready to want to learn about the fashion or any other thing outside that, she's ready. Same thing with the Youth of the Year. We also have a meeting with the Youth of the Year, and the Youth of the Year, the winner is an internet marketer. So it's one of the people, in fact, there are just two that brought Fiverr to Nigeria. I was privileged to know him as far back as 2010 when his office was at UIA. So he's an internet marketer. He too is more than ready to train people about how to make money legally online, not to illegal stuff, not yahoo, not any means of defrauding people or something, but making money legally online. So he too is ready to make that impact in Oyo State, not just sitting on the title, I'm the Youth of the Year, I'm the Woman of the Year. No, but what are you using that office to do? You understand? So these are many more, are part of the plans we have on ground for the winners, and also for the honorary awardees too. Of course, showcasing their business on our platform, in any way we can promote what they do. Because the reason why we are celebrating them is because they are doing wonderfully well in their businesses. So if they are not doing anything, or let's say they've closed down the business or something, who are we going to celebrate? But because they are doing something, that's why we are celebrating them. So now we need to now also use our platform to also promote their business so that they can keep flourishing, they can make more money, and through that they be proud that okay, they are a winner of this award, probably maybe once or twice, So that's when they can display it on their shelf and to see, okay, I've also won this award and that. So that's just about that. Thank you. Like you said, I have some awards in the office. I have one given by the SWAN, Sports Writers Association of Nigeria. Of course, I'm an executive there. I have some from NUG. There is one they awarded us last year. He said from state government or so. I think they partner with the state government. So, but this particular one you are seeing here, this is the plaque we use for the 100 most influential people. And the honorary too, they're also getting this. But of course, for the Man, Woman, and Youth of the Year, their plaque is totally different from this. And the concept behind this that you are seeing here, we've actually used several in the past, like in 2018. Yeah, in 2017, it was just online announcement. 2018, we started with plaque, with frame, like award in form of frame. In 2019, that was when we upgraded to, we have this. So if you look at this, because we are doing Ibadan most influential, then this is the map of Ibadan. Like from Oyo State, we carve out the Ibadan map, and these are the major 11 local governments we have in Ibadan, like all the 11 local governments in Ibadan. So this is the map of Ibadan from Oyo State map. You understand, because it is Ibadan most influential back then in 2019 and same thing in 2020. But from 2021, we improve on that and we make it Oyo State 100 most influential. So if you are talking about Oyo State, you can still not be using Ibadan map. So then we sit down, we think. Of course, I have a lot of creative guys that I move with, so we deliberate about that. Okay, we now come up with something like this. As well, this is art. This means I doff my art for you, for being most influential. Of course, you want to salute someone, it's a form of respect. Like you see someone and you open your cap, even as a Yoruba person, it's one of the things we do. If you want to greet your elder now, you will remove your cap and prostrate. So this is another sign of, I doff my art for you for being most influential. So that is the creative idea behind this plug you are seeing. That question, well, it's a little bit challenging. Like, I think yesterday, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? My wife was still telling me, like, he was fighting me at home, that I will send you a message, you will not reply. And truly, I will see the message. Maybe I'm driving, maybe I'm attending to another thing. But, that message will either be maybe some of the things we need in the house or something. And you know that I have an event. I cannot even answer. I will just be so. I think she's used to that anyway. But then, it's a little bit challenging, like I said. But I pray God will keep helping us for me to be able to balance both the work and things that we need to figure out in the house. Talking about the achievements or progress, let me put it in that side of like the progress side. I think it's an achievement too. So the fact that we have been able to be consistent with the events, like I said, we started in 2017, and back then we only do the online announcements. 2018 we moved to physical events. 2019 events also. 2020, we've been improving, and that alone self is an achievement. You understand? So I can only say, like, the consistency that God has given us the power to be consistent in it. Several other challenges, the financials, the criticism, because if it doesn't favor some of our people in Ibadan, they will be against you. But it's only when it favors them, that's when they will tell you that you are doing well, you are fantastic, you are this and that. So, it's still part of what I can count as an achievement, that God is helping us, giving us strength to be consistent with the event organizing. And here we are today. We don't have the man of the year and youth of the year when we started in 2017, but we keep improving, expanding, and having a better event. It's a bit challenging, seriously, to be honest with you. And this same question you asked, someone actually said something related to that. That was, I think, 3 days ago. That was at NUJ. Like, I was with my boss, NUJ chairman, and we were having a discussion. And this person said, Ibadan Media, you are in the entertainment side of journalism, but when it comes to writing, publishing, that is what we do more. But you are into that entertainment aspect, the business aspect of journalism and all those things. So it's a bit challenging, like I said. In school, I studied accounting, but because of the passion for journalism, I have to go for, International Institute of Journalism to go and study journalism there. You understand? And that to organizing events is really affecting me sitting down to write story. If I said I may have plenty of stories I want to write, but because to write story is not something that you can just pick your pen, say you are writing. You have to be in the right state of mind, so that for you to be able to connect the story well. So, and me not being able to stable, because I have a lot of people I want to chase. Probably maybe I noticed that there is new business here. I want to know who is the owner of this business. I want to know how I can meet that person. I want to, probably maybe there's an event going on somewhere. I would like to be there for me to be, to meet people, to be connected, even though I'm a shy person anyway. So, and if not because of I'm doing events, nobody will have known me in Ibadan. You understand? But because of I organize events, if I don't attend people events, who will attend my events? So based on that, that is why I try my possible best in the entertainment industry. You understand, to do like what I do, like to try in a little way as I'm trying to put things together. So it's back to your question. It's really affecting the journalism aspect of, even though I like to, like, let me write, let me publish, let my story go viral, because that is the joy of journalism. If you're a journalist and you've not write any story that actually puts you into trouble, then you've not really do anything. That's the fact. Write one story, let one politician order from above and come and lock you up. Use 5 days, 10 days in the set. You'll be happy. It shows you are doing well. But if you're a journalist and you've not experienced any of that kind of thing, then that means you've not really shake any table. As a journalist, what you want to uncover some darkest things that that people don't know. You want to let them know that I have this information, and this information can benefit my people now. That is the main function of a journalist. But the time of doing the investigations, going around to do some findings, I don't have that time. So it's really affecting anyway. But then I still find joy in what I do. I made the event aspect, and I'm trying to balance it, because it's one of my plan now to balance the two, the journalism, writing stories, and also not affecting the event organization. So okay, thank you. I think I said earlier, like when me and Nakimika, when we were having that deliberation with other team member. So one thing that came to my mind when he said that is, celebrating people, the change angels behind the new city of Ibadan. Like I said, we started as Ibadan most influential. So there are a lot of people that are trying their best to put Ibadan on the world map. So how do we celebrate these people? Even though some of them may see it from the aspects of doing business, making their money and all those things, but then they are making impact. For example, someone that owns maybe business or a mall or something, that person cannot work there alone. You will have people that you will recruit that will work under you. You pay these people. They will get back to their house. They will go to markets, buy things, feed their children, pay school fees and all. So this money still find its way to go back into the economy. So it's a positive impact. You understand? So, and this is one of the things that we think that, okay, let's be celebrating the celebrities. I think that's it, because when you say most influential, it means like they already have fame, they are already known. You understand? So, okay, let's be celebrating those that are adding positive impact to our society in one way or the other. You don't necessarily need to be in Ibadan or to base in Ibadan. You may be, maybe you are from Ibadan. You understand? If you are from Ibadan, you're making us proud in diaspora, maybe anywhere within the country, we celebrate you. Or you are not even from Ibadan, but you base here in Ibadan, and you are doing wonderfully well in Ibadan, we celebrate you. Or you have your business in Ibadan, you don't even stay in Ibadan, but you are not from Ibadan, but you have your business in Ibadan, which one way or the other is, adding back to the economy of the state, impact, values to humanity, and all. We celebrate you. So that is the most influential, is to celebrate some change angels behind the new city of Ibadan. You understand? So